Free socks. Free socks.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, on a Friday night. Tonight is the Triple B Experience Wrestling Talk. I'm your host, Bad Bubba Brewer, and we will be talking independent wrestling, the bigger wrestling companies, wrestling topics, what I'm doing in my own wrestling world, but I'm tagging in. The hot tag, it's coming. The hot tag, I am tagging in right now, as soon as I get it to where I need to be, is Pro Wrestling Extreme Talks, host with the most. He is the man who does the media stuff for the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation, and he does a hell of a job. He is the mayor of Georgetown, Pennsylvania, and he has many more monikers than we care to admit sometimes, but anybody. Oh my God, I'm starting already. Everybody, here he is, the king, Larry Stryker. Hi, Larry.
Hey, what's up, Bubba? You forgot the sexiest man alive.
I did forget that, and I'm terribly sorry. I know it's a Friday night, and we're doing podcasting stuff when 20 or 30 years ago, I wouldn't even be home. So,
Right?
I mean, how you doing?
Good. Excited night to talk some wrestling.
Yeah, and we're gonna talk some stuff. We've been doing stuff on this website, and I want to thank you for getting it's a hard thing to do a website when it's hard. I mean, I can only say on my viewpoint, the other day was very, very long that I put the tickets out there. It took me a long time. But we are doing the best we can. But you do a great job with the graphics and all that stuff that you're putting out, because we got an anniversary show coming here. June 22nd at the S&T Bank Arena. We are back at the arena. So how do you feel about that, Larry?
We're back, baby. Redemption.
Yeah, there it is. Redemption. 3 p.m. bell time. We'll have the doors open at 2 o'clock. And the tickets, you can go at www.apwfwrestling.com for your tickets. They're on sale right now, guys. And we have how many matches do we have, Larry?
Oh, 9 matches, I believe, don't we? We
got 9
matches.
And card is subject to change. If you know independent wrestling, things do happen in the world. So that's how it's going. And we'll be I'll be sharing this video tonight to keep it going. We'll put it on all our social medias and stuff like that to let everybody know. And we will definitely put the matchups on the website and on the Facebook social media. And we do have Instagram, and we're working on that. It's so hard to get all this stuff done. But so let's talk about the guy that we have coming in. We haven't me and you haven't really discussed it, on a podcast verbatim, but I did an interview with him, which God bless America. There's the interview thing right there. How do you feel about former ECW World Heavyweight Champion Rhino coming in, Larry?
I'm excited. I hear a lot of good things about Rhino, and I'm just glad to not to be on the receiving end of a gore.
Oh my God, no! I don't want that either. Yeah, and he'll be coming in and he'll be doing autographs, and I talked to him, and like I said on the podcast, and when I interviewed him there, he gave me a good rib, man. I thought, oh my God, I'm already messed up, and I'm only 10 seconds in. But he was here in the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation on the poster. It was July 13th, 2005.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, he wrestled Julio De Niro in a table match.
Okay.
And the tables were like $55 a piece. and whatever. And we had Matt Hardy because Matt Hardy was in the championship. It was not a championship match, but that was the main event. Because I wrestled, I tagged up with Nikolai Volkov, WWE Hall of Famer, late great Nikolai Volkov, against Lord Zoltan and TC Reynolds as Doink the Clown, I believe. I didn't do the booking.
Okay.
I wasn't the booking man. I wasn't the booker. I just got the money for the show. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't about me, Larry. But
Right.
I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
excited.
I didn't make $1 that show. I didn't make a damn dime. But in the wrestling business, it's very hard to make $1. You'll spend a lot. But who is he? Who is he going against? Do you have?
Well,
You would know.
I do.
Who is he going
I
against?
I got sent the info just the other day from the higher ups in the APWF. So
It ain't me.
we
My wife. It's Tammy. It's my wife. Tammy's the higher up. Tammy's
it
the
was
owner.
Tammy. She said,
was
"Go ahead,
Tammy, yeah.
go ahead and make the graphic, Striker. We're going to release it
Okay.
Friday night." So
Okay.
So first up we got like you said, we got Rhino, and here is his opponent.
Oh, Vince Valor. Oh man,
Invincible Vince Valor going up against Rhino.
I think Valor's like champion in other companies up north. I believe he just wrestled for the championship in PWX last week, or Wrestling Express, or whatever it is. You know what I mean? So Vince is a big hot commodity in the Buffalo, Canada area. And he's been to 2 APWF shows, and he's a viable contender in this match.
Absolutely.
That'll be a good match.
Vince is a great competitor. All them guys from Buffalo that are
You
that
like
were
those?
in
You like those
APWF.
Buffalo guys, don't you?
Yeah, I do, but they're Buffalo Bill fans. I can't get into Buffalo Bill fans for some reason. So,
Well,
but
I can't either. But I mean, that's just the way it is. So wow. Okay, that's one match, and hopefully you guys get your tickets to see that. That right there is a big match.
that's a very big match.
Yeah, in my eyes. I mean,
you got the OG of Buffalo, and you got the OG of ECW going at 101.
Yeah, he is the last world heavyweight champion of the original ECW. 2-time SmackDown WWE Tag Team Champion.
NWA champion.
He's NWA champion right now.
No, he was. Rhino was before NWA champion.
World champion.
Yep.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I know he's fighting for the NWA in May. So
okay.
I'll try to watch it. Okay, so what is what's the next match? Whatever match you bring up. You're the co-host with the digital stuff, so we can tell all the audience. If you guys have questions and comments, want to talk wrestling tonight with me and the King, we're here for a little bit on a Friday night.
Heck yeah! So next up, we got two returning guys going up against one another.
Okay.
The first guy was at the very first show in Indiana, and so was the other guy.
Okay.
I don't think they made it back for the other two at the castle. But next up, we got Argento and going up against Cowpoke Paul,
former Italian Mambiombo. He's everywhere. He's actually wrestling this weekend at RWA. He is. So, and Cowpoke is everywhere, man. Cowpoke is, it's hard. Whoever's getting these guys as the talent, whoever's booking these talent, it's getting these guys is very, very hard. So right there is a marquee matchup on this Redemption show. Because Cowpoke is booked everywhere. Cristiano is booked everywhere. I probably messed that name up. I call him the Italian Mambio. I've had a couple concussions because he does work for Exodus in NWA. He works IWC, But I believe this Saturday he's working RWA. So he is getting out there. He's getting fit. I follow him on
He
Facebook.
is.
He's getting fit and trimmed. I mean, I am not. I'm eating burgers out of style and pizza. So I've been slacking. So, but
Aren't we
that's the
all?
second match on this great card that we have in the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation Redemption. So
It is. Yep,
yeah.
absolutely.
Okay, people, if you got comments, question or comments on YouTube, we're going live on Facebook on my personal page because usually I do not do this because I'm all about the YouTube, trying to get monetized, people, trying to get monetized on the experience and the Steelers Dynasty podcast. Got to push
That's
everything.
it.
So next matchup, Larry,
Yeah,
you're the
you got it. This next matchup, Bubba, I
okay.
believe could be the, other than the main event of the evening, this could be match of the night. This could be the co-main if when you see it, it could be the co-main event of the evening.
Oh, okay. I'm
We got
I'm
an up
waiting on
and
this
comer.
seat of my pants here.
You got it. We got an up
Okay.
and comer, and we got a guy that's that's been wrestling for a few years. And here we go. We got Zach
Ooh.
Nystrom going up against Kane and Christopher.
Wow. And I think they've been feuding in some places too, man. So it's like the movable force meets the immovable object. It's like Colossus and Juggernaut. I know you don't understand them terminologies. Juggernaut is an X-Men. Both of them are X-Men now, but Colossal and Juggernaut are two big individuals, and right there. And Zach has been like, he couldn't make the last show because he wrestled Sam Hardaway or whatever in Canada, in front of some some WWE people, you know what I mean? They were,
Right.
when you get an ID match, you got to put the best on. So he couldn't make the last show. I mean, hey, I'm never going to begrudge somebody, you know what I mean, trying to better themselves. I'm not that big of a goddamn prick, you know what I mean? So,
Right.
but yeah, that's a great match. Who do you think can win that match?
Oh man, this can go either way, Bubba. Gosh.
But he's half part of the Troublemakers.
I know, and that's what worries me.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if Zach's going to get a fair shake on this or not. I hope so, because if he does, it's going to be one hell of a match.
Yeah, because the Troublemakers are going up and down the East Coast. They have a matchup with the Rock and Roll Express, the Hall of Fame, legendary, the top of the tag team of tag teams. I mean, my top is the Road Warriors, but in some people's eyes, the Rock and Roll Express was number one. And they are going to go against the Rock and Roll Express here very, very soon. So those guys, Caden and his partner, are booked everywhere. So this matchup could be in a main event too. I mean,
that's what I said. Absolutely. You ready to keep on rolling through?
Rolling through. There you go. Rolling through.
And guys, and also next? Just like Bubba just put up, you can get tickets at PB&J's in Indiana. When will tickets be there?
Tickets
available?
will be on sale probably in another upcoming week. I'm getting them printed as we speak. Phil has been a big sponsor for this company since it came back. And he's going to be the only ticket outlet in Indiana County. So if you want to save a couple dollars, with the service charge, you want to take a drive, and then you want to, go and maybe get something to eat, buy some candy, because you go out there. Some Buckeyes. Go out to PP&J's. If you want to grab a 6-pack, you want to gamble. He's got a gambling room. Go out and see Phil. Phil's working there all the time. So that's the only place in Indiana County. Yeah. If you live in Cambria County, if you live in Jefferson County, if you live in Armstrong County, if you live in Westmoreland County, you can drive because it's not very far on 286. You can go in there and grab something to eat, get a chicken sandwich, He's got like chicken dinners. He's got specials all the time. So, and grab a couple tickets, grab something to eat, and there you go.
Boy, he has food, he has beer, he has
Hey,
slot
Paul.
machines or whatever. Hey, Paul.
Paul from Black Ridge, the official Black Ridge. They're touring, everywhere. Raindrop, Fusion, downtown Philadelphia Theater, Pittsburgh. Those guys are everywhere. And eventually, me and Larry are going to come to a show, but just sometimes my schedule is just so it's rough. It is. I'm not going to lie.
It is. Hey, Bubba, the only thing missing, at PB&J's, you got the food, you got the drinks, you got the gambling machines. Is there a stripper pool there? We need a stripper pool there.
No stripper pool.
Okay.
No, that was the old K Arena.
Oh, okay. That'd be nice.
Yeah, boy, if the APWF was doing shows at the K Arena again, and oh my God, look out. We don't want anybody pulling. But we don't want anybody doing any crazy stuff, pulling, scissors or anything like that coming out. We don't want none of that shit.
Yeah, no scissors.
No scissors, man. Unless you got to keep them in your bag. Keep them in your bag, people.
That's it. JJ still has flashbacks of that evening.
Yeah, I know. He keeps telling me that all the time. Yeah, it was a crazy night. Now, did you know offhand, and I just don't, sometimes I just don't care, like, we had situations and the crowd was a little too rowdy. We had to, New Jack was not good.
I've heard stories.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're true. So,
yeah,
okay, what's the next matchup here?
Well, Bubba, I'm a big fan of ladies wrestling.
Yeah, you are.
I'm a big fan. Big fan of ladies wrestling.
I like the ladies. I mean, back in the day, I wasn't a big into it, and I think it was the Four Horsemen of ladies wrestling that got me back into it. So, and I do like ladies that actually can perform, not so much more of the attributes that they have, but about the charismatic ability in the ring. So we have a ladies match, and it's very hard to get a ladies match. So whoever's booking, God bless them. I mean, because everybody's, it's hard.
Absolutely. And yeah, love ladies wrestling, Bubba.
Love ladies wrestling.
But this next matchup, they will be debuting in APWF. This is their first time.
Okay.
And I'm excited to see it for many, many reasons. Just because I love women wrestling.
And we had last year, and God bless them, Slam and Sammy, Lexus Sin, Pegasa. So, yep. I mean, I've tried and I want to say, as candidly as I can, it seems like all those ladies are getting bookings everywhere.
Yes.
And hats off to them. I see Slam and Sammy is everywhere. So, I mean, we can only get so many. And sometimes I just want to say this, like I gotta try to not to get the, same. So, but there's still anybody that's ever wrestled for the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation is still on the roster. It's just an expanded roster. It's like the Avengers.
Hey, just before we get into that.
Oh, thanks, Paul. Yeah. I need a couple of them. Yeah.
Gummy bears, yeah. I hope. Gummy bears,
yeah,
I hope.
I'll take a couple. Yeah.
Hey, so just on a side note, I'm a big pickle pizza kind of guy. You know that, Bubba.
Right. I do know that.
Yep. And last weekend, I met up with the Slammin' family. Slammin' Sammy, mom, dad, and grandfather. We met for pizza.
Oh, wow.
And they absolutely loved the pickle pizza. So I think I got them hooked onto the pickle pizza.
I can't see that. I just can't. I love pickles, but not on pizza.
It's delicious.
I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it. So who is the big ladies match, marquee match so we can do some side color commentating here right now on these
Absolutely.
lovely Express podcast.
Here we go. We got.
Oh, wow.
There you go.
Okay.
Layla James and Ava Brooks. First time.
Ava Brooks, young Ava Brooks, making an impact in every company that she goes to. Very young in the business, but opportunity is knocking. And I have seen Miss James in person, and she is a tough hombre. She doesn't back down, and she puts the beat down. So Ava might have her, her debut in Indiana. I don't know. I mean, she's going winning with a veteran, but I mean, to Ava's. I know she did your podcast, and she did a great interview with you.
She did,
but
yes.
she just wrestled AJ Alexander in RWA. So
and she
I
held
mean,
her own.
she held her own. I mean, so she's paying some of her dues. She trains down at the Rise training Stronghold training facility, and I believe that's where Slam and Sammy and Alexis and they have a good strong school. But that'll be a good matchup. So we do got a ladies matchup for all the people that like ladies wrestling, like Larry. So we try to aim to please. And sometimes we're not always going to have ladies wrestling, but like the higher ups are glad that we got them at the S&T Bank Arena. I mean, the arena is big, and we want to pack up all them seats, and we got the bleachers too. Yeah, and we have sound. We have sound. We have Hank Hudson returning. I don't know if you know this. Hank Hudson will be back. And I cannot let Hank go like he did last year with no sound and let that be. No. So our boy Shane's going to start the show and get everybody pumped up. And I believe we're going to have a visit from a world beater to open up the show, I believe. So I'm giving a little bit of something out there. If anybody wants to see the world beater live, he will be thanking the fans for all the support. I don't know if everybody, the world beater has sustained a serious injury in Imagine Wrestling. When was that? That's the show that you went to, Larry.
Yeah, that was last month. Sometime I can't remember when.
Yeah, he tore his Achilles. I went and saw him the other day. He's on the road to rehab, and he's got a boot on, but it's not an easy injury to overcome. But I want to say this: he wrestled, wrestled the whole match, and he tore down the ring like the beast that he is. So, hats off to the world beater Chris Coleman. Anybody can send him well wishes and stuff, get a hold of him and stuff. I still have, matter of fact, I haven't shut down that GoFundMe yet. So if anybody wants to contribute to that GoFundMe, please do. He's a great guy in and out of the ring. I've known Chris since the 90s. So he's a good guy.
Good guy. Yep, I agree.
Yes. Thank you. It's gonna be something. Yeah, it was a terrible injury. He's on the road to recovery, but he will be making an appearance this is my call to open a show up with me. You know what I mean? So I told him that the other day, and God bless him. So okay, next matchup here on our Friday night extravaganza.
Yeah. Well, so real quick, Bubba, I see Paul from Blackridge that's commenting, and let me tell you that he is the biggest grammar Nazi that there is.
He does it for a living.
Well, he calls me out and says, "Hey, your spelling and your shit's all messed up. You need to redo it."
Hey,
well, Paul, I tell you what,
my grammar's terrible. I'm bad. Oh, I tell you what, though, he got me hooked up with that system there. You know what I mean? The new technology of chat.
Yes, yeah.
I need all the help I can get because to look, and I'm getting off the tangent, you know what I mean? This ain't gonna be a 6-hour show. To run a wrestling company, to do 2 podcasts, life in general, no offense, be married. Nothing against my wife is one Tammy's my biggest supporter, so I have no issues with that, but she is the boss of the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation. But
Yes.
I'm just the front guy. She's the one that calls the shots. But yeah, I
Yes.
mean, my grammar's bad too. You know, my fingers type. I got big paws, but you know, Paul means well. You know what I mean?
He
And
does. I'm just messing
anybody
with
that
him.
gives me hot sauce in the middle of Johnstown, yeah, you know what I mean? Like, all right. So,
Yes, that's
okay,
great.
that's match what, number 3, 4, 3?
Yeah, I do believe we're going on number
Okay.
4. Um, this next one, Bubba, gosh, I said this about Nystrom and Christopher, but
Uh-huh.
man, this also could be a main event match too.
Okay.
Um, champion versus champion, and in other uh, companies,
Hey, Shane.
and this is gonna be huge.
Okay.
So
Oh,
we got all that Braden
wow.
Elliott from Imagine Wrestling and your boy Matt McCoy from. Honestly, I know he's like triple champion in 3 different places, or so
Yeah,
I
he's
apologize
big
for
up
not
in
knowing.
Buffalo. He's
He
big
is
up in Buffalo. I've been following him. I mean, since he and his other compadre ruined my main event, you know what I mean? I had to bring him
yeah.
back. So I'm hoping Braden, no offense to Mr. McCoy, I hope Braden Elliott beats the living fuck out of him. Excuse my French, because he ruined my NWA World Championship match.
The Buffalo
So
Boys, they'll do that. They'll
yeah,
do
yeah,
that.
and I wasn't happy. I mean, thank God for Collier, which is Bill Collier,
That's
and
Bill's
AC
cousin,
Creed.
Bill Collier.
Yeah, yeah. But Braden is carrying the weight of a company upon his shoulders. Um, you
He is.
know, the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation is a federation that welcomes all, and if he wants to put the strap on the line, which I doubt that, but you know, um, you know what I mean. But if I was, he is a champion. He's an Imagine heavyweight champion. And he has a little zip in it, little pep in his step. You know what I mean? Now since he's a champ, I'm not used to seeing him as a singles competitor. How about you?
No, it's very weird to me, and
Yeah.
I'm just glad that you know there's not going to be no hubbub going on at the event. I don't even know what Jake's doing anymore. So
Well, I believe, and we'll talk. I have stuff that's other stuff from other companies. I believe he's wrestling. I believe he's wrestling Jake Saturday night. He might not be the champ. I don't know.
hmm,
I don't know. I'm just we're just podcasters, man. You know
right.
what I mean? But yeah, that
Well,
matchup. You got 2 singles competitors that are champions in one company and in numerous companies meeting at the S&T Bank Arena. Different styles. You like the Buffalo Boys, but you also like Braden. So where, as being a fan, where do you rank with this?
well, that's a good question, Bubba.
I'm glad I answered. I'm glad.
um, you know, after what they did, after they hijacked your show last year,
Yeah.
that left a bad taste in my mouth because
Hmm.
APWF, we stick together. So
Well, we
um,
do. We're a very tight-wit staff. There's only a few of us, and we're all over the age of 40 some years old. But hey, what the
yeah,
hell?
that's it. But
Yeah.
it's gonna be a hell of a match.
There's not a bad match that you just said so far at all.
No,
Not at
nope.
all.
None.
And you know, he's you made him mad about the grammar.
Well, he's gonna choke on a pickle.
Okay, so that's what, match 4?
You know what? I lost count, to be honest.
That's okay. That's okay. I can. It
All
doesn't
I know
matter.
is we got 9 matches total.
That's all. Card is subject to change, people. Card is subject to change.
Yeah.
In any
Yes,
wrestling show,
absolutely.
independent wrestling show.
Yeah, so next up we got we got 2 returning guys again coming back to the
Man.
APWF.
Well, at least we got some returning guys, because sometimes it's hard to get returning guys because everybody's booked.
Right. 2 big boys. One you might say is a boss, and the other one you might say is a prince. We got Glenn Spector.
Uh-oh.
And your boy Prince.
Isaiah's coming back to the APWF, and Glenn Spector could be a hellacious prick. Yeah, I mean, that's why they call him the boss. It's like the BOZZ, right? Or is it FACKKT MICAY? I don't know. They spell it out. But
Yeah.
and then is Caden going to come out with him? Like the troublemakers are there. That's why they're the troublemakers. But they're booked in singles competition. Okay. And like I said, Glenn is everywhere. Glenn is on this redemption tour in his own personal wrestling career of going out and kicking ass and taking titles. So, I mean, it seems to be working for him. He's in it to win it, and he's winning titles wherever he goes. We don't have a title yet. That'll scare me if we do. But that's another good match up.
Yeah,
Man,
and not a lot of people know that Glenn wrestled in his earlier years over in Japan. He was a big thing over Japan for many, many years.
Yes, he was. I mean, he's international. And also he wrestled, I believe he beat Brody Lee, or wrestled Brody for a championship at one time. So he's been a staple. Look, Glenn Spector is a staple of independent wrestling around here, but also too, he's made his name in other places. So that's just how it is. And now he's on this NWA kick down south, tagging up with Christopher, and they're just beating people's asses down there. And they're going to go against the Rock and Roll Express. That's huge right there. I mean, that's a main event right there. In my eyes, that's a main event.
Right.
But also too, him wrestling Isaiah Prince could also be a main event here in Indiana.
Exactly. Yep, absolutely.
God, these matches.
2 big boys.
Yeah.
I hope that ring can hold.
Well, it can. I mean, it hasn't done anything. It's in my garage. It hasn't done anything. I mean, if anybody wants to, get a facility and put a wrestling ring up, and I don't even know if training and having a school is even worth it. It's probably not, because I mean, how many students are knocking on your door? There's schools everywhere. I would just do it just to have, I would just, if we could get a building. And no offense, get 200 some people in, or 250, and then we could, have shows, and without tearing down a ring and doing that would save me. In concessions, 300 is pretty good for an independent show. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of wrestlers that, are up and coming, and some staples of indie wrestling around here. And sometimes you sprinkle a little bit of little names sprinkle, But that's a dream, but what are you gonna do? But anyway, carry on, sire.
Well, I was hoping that this was a misprint when the APWF gods sent me this, but
okay,
It's not, and this, this can go any which way, Bubba. We got a
Oh, that was a
tag
good
match.
movie with Clint Eastwood. You ever see that? Any Which Way But Loose. You ever see that movie?
No, I have
That's the
not.
orangutan.
Okay, yeah, I'm glad I didn't see it.
Yeah, left turn, Clyde. And he, come on. Why am I the only pop culture guy in the world? I don't know. Oh,
But
thank you. That comment right there is, you know what I mean? I appreciate that, Paul. And I think, and it's hard to get the nook and crannies to, as I go off on a tangent sometimes, because you've got to be a spokesman on your product to try to get people out of their houses and into a building. And you have to have a lineup where people want to come. So, and we try the best we can. This is our fourth show. Honestly, if I would have had social media back 15, 20 years ago, oh my God, it would have been the cat's meow. Social media is very, very huge. Podcasting and stuff, getting the word out is huge, and having shows like Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk and The Experience, and having hosts like me and the King over here getting the word out, would have helped us out 20 years ago. But I hope you're right. So
definitely.
so
But
who
like I
what do we
said,
got?
I was hoping this was a misprint, Bubba, but it's not.
Thank you. Okay. I'm waiting. My anticipation. I don't know who it is.
We got a
I'm
drum
afraid.
roll.
Well, wait,
All right.
hold on. Wait, hold on. I can do sound now. Hold on. Let me see if I can do. Hold on, because I don't know who it is. Hold on.
Kind of a drum roll. All right, here we go.
Okay, who is it?
Boom.
Ooh.
The Shape, Jake Wiley, and the number one podcaster in the world.
Yeah, he gives us a run for our money, doesn't he?
He does,
He
and
does.
and that's why I said I was hoping this was an error, because Jake's going to be there, Braden's going to be there.
Yeah, that's going to
Anything can
be.
happen with
Yeah, I don't know how that's going to. Security's going to be tight. I mean, we had security last time, had to toss somebody out.
Yeah,
And that's tag team of Gerard and Apollo. I mean,
Anus.
it's
Yes.
it's a new tag team. They've been jiving up north.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, Jake is tagging up, and Marcus, he's very outspoken. And he got that black glove from Ted DiBiase. So I'm not used to seeing Jake and Braden not being together. That is the craziest. You know what I mean,
It
Blair?
is. It is absolutely. And whoever made this graphic, I think, messed up on the spelling on Angelo.
No, that's okay.
Isn't it D'Angelo?
Yeah, well, look, whoever I can't pay my media guys. So whoever did the graphic, God bless him.
But yeah, I'm sure we're going to hear that, about him being the best podcaster. And
Oh, he's gonna be bashing Indiana because I know he's wrestling up in Altoona and he's wrestling IWC. He's wrestling IWC probably the night before. So I mean, hey, look, Marcus D'Angelo, and the sad part about it is his brother Dominic will be with him. I don't know if you knew this,
oh,
but Dominic is coming out with him because the D'Angelo brothers together in IWC, and they are podcasters together, and you're gonna have there's 4 podcasters in that building, and 2 of us are here. The other 2 are brothers. I don't know. So that is this is a big tag team matchup. I mean, we don't have tag belts, and I don't know if I ever will, because I love tag team divisions, but there's not a lot of tag teams. So, I mean, I'd love to, but I mean, we shall
right.
see. But this matchup is another one. Like, I don't know who the hell books this show, but damn, it ain't me. So,
Yeah, very
wow.
interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So, this next one, Bubba,
Okay.
is you got a big star in
Big star.
in the NWA.
Okay. Because you said Big Star, I was thinking somebody else. I was like, whoa, did I book? Did I book? Is Dave Daniels booked? I mean, I don't know. He's calling. Hey man, he's cutting promos and going to people's houses and shit. I don't know. You see that?
Yeah, you never know. Yeah, you never know
Yeah,
in
you never
APWF.
know. I mean, that is the Big Star, but this is the TNA Superstar.
NWA, not TNA.
What I say?
TNA. You said TNA.
He will be TNA. Let's put it
Oh,
that way.
yes, hopefully.
Sometimes I'm telling you, I just I don't have a script. I'm thinking something else, and sometimes it happens.
It
But
does
who
happen.
is it? Who I think it is?
It is. It is Spencer Slade going up against one of the Buffalo boys, Buck Wild, Tommy K.
Ooh, Slade is money. I just watched him try to go for the junior heavyweight championship in the NWA, and he almost won it. And Kennedy, I'm not happy about because he cost me that NWA championship match when him and his boy come out and ruined it. So I hope Slade puts him in an ankle lock. So I mean, those Buffalo boys, man, I'm telling you. But that's a good matchup, and I'm glad that Slade is fire. You're absolutely right, and just having Slade on a show just beams my heart with joy because I appreciate Spencer Slade because he is busting his ass wrestling 4 or 5 nights a week all over the United States. So you got to give your hats off to Spencer Slade and him and Bill Collier's match. I don't care what anybody says. They got a problem with me. Come to 374 Route 119. I think that was one of the best matches in this company's history because the
Right.
old stuff, if I ever put the old stuff out, the old stuff was okay, and I don't care. The old stuff is okay, but it doesn't compare to this new generation of wrestling. Come on. I sucked as a wrestler. You know what I mean? I could say that. I was good for enticing the crowd and doing whatever. And no offense, I'm a ticket seller. I sold tickets. People came to see me. Get my ass beat or see me to win. They came to see me. But I couldn't hold a candle. Couldn't hold a candle to Spencer Slade, Collier, or any of these guys that we have just mentioned on this card. I can't do it. So, wow, that'll be another matchup. Okay,
I apologize. I was choking on my soda.
that's okay. I thought
Man.
you were choking on. I thought you were choking on excellence. I don't know. Doesn't you know what I mean? Like it happens.
I couldn't
Okay,
stop coughing. I'm like, oh boy.
that's okay. And next
Uh,
matchup here is we're doing a Friday
well,
night Triple B Experience Indy wraparound show.
yes. So this is the main event. This has already been announced.
Okay.
Never before seen like advertised.
Uh-huh.
And
Holy shit! Yeah, I can say that, but I already knew it was coming, but I can say that. Big time Bill Collier versus Gorgeous Gregory. Never ever. Wow.
yeah, and I don't believe that Bill Collier will be in the house, so his cousin. So I think he'll be safe this time. From EC3.
Never been done before. Never I don't think they've ever met. This is a marquee matchup. I'm glad that the booker booked these two. I'm glad because you're absolutely right, Shane. I just feel that when you get this caliber of talent, it just remembers, you know. Well, God bless you, Paul. I appreciate it. I mean, but hey, I can comment. You know, I mean, I can't hold a. These guys nowadays could run circles around me.
Sounds like
You
Paul's
know,
Paul's trying to suck up Bubba.
no, that's okay. I mean, I'm gonna say, hey, I can swear on my show. I mean, I am one tough motherfucker when need to be. So I mean, I just choose not to be. I'm a nice guy, and I try to help everybody everybody and give them opportunities. I don't know. Let's put it this way. Bill has turned his back at IWC. He's the IWC heavyweight champion, and he he just doesn't care. So do we get that big time Bill Collier? Or I don't know. Bill's might be out for himself, and he'd be like, hey, Bubba, I could care less. Just put me into somebody. I'm gonna beat their ass, and then I'm leaving. I want my money. Shut your mouth. I'm rolling in and I'm rolling out. That could happen because he's probably fed up. He's got this new demeanor now. You know what I'm talking about, Larry. He could be you know what? And he's not sitting back and taking a backseat to anybody. So the booker, whoever booked this matchup, hats off. Main event. Who you taking in this matchup if you had to take somebody, Larry?
Oh gosh. I mean, you're putting me on the spot again, Bubba.
I know. Well, that's the host. That's what the host does.
Gosh.
Jeez, Paul, you're harsh. Man, you're harsh today, Paul. That's harsh.
Yeah, this guy's not going to make it to the Redemption Show. If he does, I'll escort him out personally, Bubba.
You're avoiding the question. You're avoiding the answer with the question. Yeah,
I am. You gotta go. You gotta go with the more experienced. But then you gotta go with the young buck. God, I mean it's rough.
I don't know who to take. I don't have a horse in the race, but I know those two actually have something called pride, and pride is something because they've never, ever, ever squared off before. This is the first time, and sometimes we do have matchups that are the first time if we try. Some matchups, some people have faced each other in other places and whatever. Things happen. It's just the way it is. But yeah, this is why people are going to be like, "Hey, Ticket Leap, I want my tickets."
Yep, absolutely.
I mean, every other match that you and Larry, Bubba have presented tonight on your podcast is worth me going to Ticket Leap. But this one here, this main event, this could be the main event that they talk, like they talked about Slade and Bill.
Yep, I agree. And you can get your tickets at www.apwfwrestling.com. It takes you straight to Ticket Leap.
Yes,
there you go.
Yes, it does. And tickets will also be at PP&J's in Indiana. Go out and see Phil. Grab something to eat. He's a big supporter, sponsor. We're looking maybe to have a show there, a small show if we can. You know what I mean? And do something. And we shall see. Outdoor shows kind of scare me. I'm not going to lie. I told the boss they do scare me. But also, too, I mean, that is our lineup. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me, boom, here's this match. Here's this match. Here's this match. This match. This match. This match. That match. Rhino. Valier. Collier. Gregory. That lineup is pretty goddamn good, I think.
I think so,
too. That's worth, ringside tickets, floor seats, ringside 25, floors 20, and grandstands are 15. That's worth 400 people or more showing up. And I don't know
if you want ringside. You want ringside, get them quick.
Yeah,
they're gone or gone.
A percentage of the ticket sales is going for the Teddy Bear Fund Drive. And last year we gave them $300. So cool. I'll probably do some radio stuff. I'm going to try to do Fox Channel 8 again. You know what I mean? Any publicity is good publicity. And I want to, before we get into some independent wrestling and maybe a little bit of wrestling talk here before we get out of here, I want a big shout out to, we just today got 2 more sponsors. This one's huge. That's right. Read it. Cricket Wireless is a sponsor of the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation Redemption Show. So if I'm a Cricket, I have Cricket. I have a Cricket phone. I have a Cricket phone. I never had any issues with Cricket. I believe they're going to set, a little key-off, little table up. If you're looking to buy phones, get a new phone system, you can check out Cricket. So Cricket is now a sponsor. I don't know how I pulled it off by the grace of God, but God bless America. And also, One Realty, One Group Landmark in Clearfield, Pennsylvania. That's my cousin Tina. She's one hell of a realtor, and she's selling property like no other. So she just sponsored today because she sent me an email, and I don't know what happened. I couldn't, technology, it sucks. It's crazy. But she redid it, and she's a proud sponsor. And I have some maybe one more coming here. I don't know yet. Hopefully he's going to let me know. But also here is the sponsors for the show. It's, of course, is PP&J's in Indiana. JP Building and Remodeling, Jeff Booth, my buddy Booth, he's construction company in Indiana County. Lynn Haven Personal Care Home in Blacklick, Pennsylvania. They sponsored first time ever, and I appreciate that. JT Toys and Collectibles. Attorney Tim Burns, somebody I know on the other side of this thing, has got some sponsorship, and God bless that. And also Yucatan Tanning Salon in Indiana, Pennsylvania. The Castle and Main Street Hobby Shop in Johnstown, sponsors of this show, Redemption. Mr. Fritz Films, Troy Fritz, sponsorship. And also live on Twitch. We have a Twitcher. It's good that Steve is sponsoring the APWF. And also Aflac, Shane Brandenburg. If you need some Aflac insurance, their cancer policies are very, very good. So contact Shane Brandenburg and IndyWrestling.us. They do our shows. They do the Wrestling Mayhem show, and they do a lot of other companies besides the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation. The last show was streamed worldwide, and we were seen in Australia. So that's something. I could take that to my grave. But those are all the sponsors, and I appreciate it.
Bubba, just, real quick about the sponsors. JT, he's been calling in on the Busted Open podcast, and he was getting into it with Bully Ray the other day, which was pretty funny. I hear him on my way to work, and I'm like, oh my.
Who is he?
It was from JT Toys.
Oh, JT Toys and Collectibles.
Yeah.
Oh, JT gets on there.
Yes.
Oh, yep. Wow. What does he say?
Well, Bubba was close to kicking him off because he was saying some not good words live on air. So.
Oh, really? But you know what? He has a lot of wrestling memorabilia.
He does.
His travel show, you can contact him on social media. I mean, he doesn't have a brick and mortar store as of yet, but he does have a lot of wrestling figures and a lot of wrestling memorabilia. That's funny. I listened to Busted Open on the way to work, but I never heard JT on there. Wow, he's a celebrity.
Yeah. He calls in a lot, especially on the After Dark ones. Yep.
Oh, does he? Oh, okay. I'll have to pay attention. That's funny. I'm gonna have to bust his balls on that one. That's funny.
Yes.
That is. I did not know that.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, let me get to some. Hopefully this is a big seminar. 1:00. If you're an independent wrestler and you're not at this seminar, don't contact me to book. Don't. If you have an opportunity to train under Dr. Tom Pritchard and you stay home and eat bonbons and don't do it on a Saturday afternoon, don't you ever contact me. If you have an opportunity, I can understand if you have to work or something else, but if you're going to sit at home and watch TV and, do something stupid, because that's pretty stupid if you're not trying to get the best guy, one of the best guys to train under, because I done it and I had to go to Massachusetts to do it. And if you can't drive a half hour or an hour to go see him, then don't contact the APWF booking at all. Don't. Rise Wrestling is bringing him in. Imagine's brought him in. Anybody that brings in Dr. Tom Pritchard, I don't care how many times you go. You should go if you're available and you're not and you have the time to do it. You know what I mean, Larry? I mean, I'm not trying to be an asshole, but I mean, you're learning from the guy who trained Kurt Angle and The Rock, and you know what I mean, trained major superstars, and you think you're all that in a bag of chips? You can't even fucking hold his jock strap if you don't go to these seminars. I'm not saying that you could if you went to these seminars, but you need to go. Now, sorry, I'm a little preachy anymore. I don't know. You know, Dr. Tom is a legend. Yes. I mean, I've seen Dr. Tom. I don't know if I ever told you this story. I mean, a person that I know who was the former founder of the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation was in the hospital with whatever, serious, I thought he was whatever. And Dr. Tom came in, and I think I did tell this story on the show before, but sometimes I repeat myself. He sat down beside me and he made sure that Lash never, ever, ever would run a show again. And I asked him, I'm like, Dr. Tom, why aren't you training anybody? And he didn't have a training school at that time, because he said everybody after one training wants to be John Cena. That's what he told me. But now he has a training school, you know what I mean? So, and
him and Kane, right?
What's that?
It's him and Kane, right?
Yeah, him and Kane's school. Yeah, I mean, he's probably Kane just put his name to it because he's doing political stuff and he's the mayor, and it's hard for him to train. But also, too, they live in the same area, and why wouldn't you just tag up? And that's just smart business, you know what I mean? But also, too, they have a show, you know, tomorrow night. Most of the people that are coming on the APWF show are wrestling, you know, for Rise Wrestling. And if you're in the area, give them a call, 7 p.m. at Uniontown Mall. It's a big, you ever been there, Larry? No?
I haven't, no.
No, but you and the boys got to get down here one time. It is pretty big. It's very spacious.
Oh, okay.
And also, I mean, tomorrow night, Imagine Wrestling, Eugene is in the house. Braden versus Jake. The big what's his name? The big star. Superstar.
Dave Daniels.
Yeah, big star.
Yes.
I call him Superstar. Yeah, he's wrestling DC Bentley.
Oh,
I didn't know
really?
Yes, I didn't know DC Bentley had a family. I just watched that video. I didn't know he had a family. I didn't know he was married. I mean, I really didn't. That's how much I pay attention. It's a street fight or something. But that's a match, you know.
Oh,
that's
they were a tag team for many, many years.
Yeah, Wild West. Well, sometimes the egos get in check, and I think Superstar said, "Hey, fuck you, DC. You know, blah 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 blah." I think they should have a tuxedo match because, you know what I mean? Because he's always in that suit, that blue suit.
Well, I think it's the other way around. I think DC's had enough of Big Star shit. So,
well, maybe the Big Star said, "Hey, f you." I don't know. I mean, hey, Dave can cut a promo. I mean, so can DC, but you know what I mean. Okay, it's the rock and roll. It's the Midnight Rockers. You know, which one's Marty Jannetty and which one's Shawn Michaels? Same as the Rad Boys. Which one's Shawn? Which one's Marty? You know what I mean? Hey, I'm just being whatever. You know, if I was never a wrestling promoter or never ran a wrestling company, you're still going to get the same talk. I mean, it's not like I'm, you know, oh, Bubba, maybe you shouldn't say that. But I mean, people are invested in these people.
Right.
People are invested in these companies. They're invested in these wrestlers. You know what I mean? They want to see stuff, you know?
I agree.
So that's tomorrow night. You got to Imagine Wrestling as I do some stuff more on this independent stuff. And hey, look, I'm plugging other wrestling shows. What I mean, what the hell? You know? I mean, my God, if anybody gets mad at me for plugging wrestling shows, I mean, my God, I'm just plugging wrestling shows. I'm just giving my take. I mean, hey, I can't go to everyone. I can't. This one here is in Du Bois. They got a big show. Too Cold Scorpio. I seen him live. He can still wrestle. He can still go. So it's a big show for the YMCA in Du Bois. Tickets probably might be sold out. I mean, you'd have to check. I don't know. I'm not going, but I mean, I'm plugging it. You know what I mean? I can't go everywhere. I got stuff to do.
That you do.
When I go, I mean, it's like 3 or 4. It's like, it's not me going by myself.
Right.
And then there's another show. Oh, that's not. Oh, that's last week. That's last week. Yeah. RWA last week. See, I didn't take it out because my glasses are bad.
You need readers.
I have them. They're in my lunchbox. Yeah, Marty Jannetty was a hell of a worker. Yeah, because next week, we're doing the WWE WrestleMania with a big, huge panel. We're gonna have a lot of people next week giving their takes. So I mean, even if I have 8, it'll be quick. I mean, it is what it is. We're gonna give our picks. We're not gonna dissect the matches if we got 8 people. You know what I mean?
I call bullshit on that one. I know how your podcast goes.
No, because you know why? Because it's WrestleMania. The whole weekend is 18 hours of WrestleMania.
I know.
That's a lot of hours. And that doesn't include the Hall of Fame ceremony, which I'm not staying up for. That doesn't include NXT.
Yeah.
But WrestleMania next week, yes, you can call bullshit, but I'm gonna be the conductor of fastness. Because hey man, I do 4 or 5 podcasts a week. I gotta trim the fat sometimes. But I mean we got it all out. Are you gonna have any did you put you get anybody to come on your show you have any guests coming on your show here?
No, so the freak has to work, and so it's just going to be me and main event on Tuesday. That's going to be doing.
What are you guys doing? Your show?
Yeah, Tuesday. We're doing our WrestleMania picks yet because.
Okay.
That's the only day. That's the only day that both of us can get together. So
you guys are busy too. Yeah, it's hard. That's why later on at night it's so. And I know you don't you get up early. You know what I mean? But like 9 o'clock is a prime time.
I need my beauty sleep, Bubba.
Hey man, when you're a good looking son of a bitch, you need your sleep.
That's it.
But yeah, I mean, I'll share this and all that other stuff there. I mean, I appreciate you doing what you do with the media stuff and all that. I mean, it is very, very hard work. It's not easy, and it's not, especially if you have to do something and you got to redo it because it wasn't done, whatever. So, things happen, and I'm terribly sorry. Yeah, but I mean, now our job is just to get people into the arena, and we're going to do the best we can. I got positive vibes. You just gave the whole show itinerary of all these matches that are great matches on any other company show, but they're going to be doing it for the Allied Powers Wrestling Federation. And it's going to be an anniversary show because it's been a year since we've been back to Indiana. It's our 4th show. And we're just going to see, and give it a positive atmosphere. A percentage of the tickets will go to the Teddy Bear Fund Drive of Indiana. And also, like I said before I get out of here, I want to thank the sponsors once again right there. And then I'm going to thank them on all my podcasting shows and my social media. And the new sponsor tonight, One Realty, One Group Landmark, and also Cricket Wireless. So we'll have posters out very, very soon. We're getting them done. But I got, a couple logos I got to add on there due to the whatever. And, I forgot this. Oh, IWC the night before, the last stand, steel cage match, Collier versus Duke Davis. And also, salute to the heroes, pros of pro wrestling. They had a big show for that Bruno Sammartino thing. So nice. It's not like I don't promote stuff, There's, that's the main event for WrestleMania, one of the nights. I'll get graphics up next week. And then look at that, the Crockett Cup, May 17th, Rhino versus Tom Latimer.
Mm-hmm.
And Natalia's in the house. And before I get out of here, how about this this Sting thing coming, this Wrestleverse thing coming? Are you going?
I don't know.
I seen Trish Stratus, and that is I might get divorced.
You don't want to do that.
No, I live with Trish Stratus. So
There
I
you
live with
go.
Trish Stratus, Pamela Anderson, Kim Basinger, and any smoking blonde rolled into one as my wife. So I'm good.
There
So
you go.
yeah,
Hey, and one last thing before we get off here, Bubba.
sure.
You never know who's going to come through walking through that curtain in June. You never know who's going to walk through that curtain.
Well, now you're scaring me.
Well, I mean, you just never know.
Well, okay, people. Just get your tickets. We gave you guys the whole lineup of the show tonight on Friday night's Triple B Experience Wrestling Talk, because everybody says Wrestling Talk or whatever. I don't even know what I got to come up with. It's just the Experience Show. And I appreciate everybody that hits the like and subscribe button. If you guys are listening to this show here, Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk, give them a like and subscribe. Those guys are very entertaining. They
Hell
are.
yes.
Yes, and if you can't get down with that, I got 2 words for you.
That's it. You
Yeah.
tell them, Bubba.
Well, I try. I try to promote everybody. I mean, I'm probably like one of the few. You promote people too. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody, you know what I mean, promotes people, it'll be better off. So,
Yeah.
and I'm waiting for I seen Shane in the house and he's getting ready for his Mountaineer Mafia show, his West Virginia show, which is run and organized by a guy who works for ESPN. So Shane's not messing around. So, and Shane is also my co-host every Wednesday. Oosh, right there. Because we are on Sportsvival. We're on a website that has all articles about Pittsburgh pro teams, and we're the only Steeler podcast. Now, this past one, I have to edit it, and it's too long. Like it was 4 hours for the Pat McAfee show. But I will say this: we all got over 800 views. I mean, we're getting close. We're getting close. So these 2 channels, if I could, by the grace of God, pay for the you know what I mean, whatever. Hey, if I could front a wrestling company doing a podcast, that'd be great too. But so
Absolutely.
But Larry, before you get out of here, do you got anything that you want to promote or say or do?
Absolutely. Make sure you check out Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk this Tuesday. Myself and Main Event Jay will be doing our WrestleMania picks. Right there. Look at that awesome graphic that Bubba just put up. Also, Saturday the 19th, we are having a WrestleMania party down at the Castle in Johnstown, free of charge. It's if you want any info, contact me on Facebook. It is BYOW. And Bubba, do you know what BYOW means?
I was just gonna ask. Bring your own wings? Is that what you're?
Bring your own wings.
Oh my God, I got it right.
We're having it. We got a turkey fryer. There's going to be other food there. It's just going to be a good time watching the WrestleMania on Saturday night.
Saturday night, you're doing that.
Yep, the night 1. Yes, yep.
Oh, okay.
So anybody wants to come on down, you're more than welcome.
Do you have a graphic or anything like that so I can share it on my site?
Yeah, I put it in our Facebook group.
Okay. Yeah, I'll definitely share it. I don't know if I can come down because I work that weekend, but yeah, I don't know if I can. I like to. I like to hang out with people that like to watch wrestling.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a good time because you know who's wrestling night 1, right?
Yeah, your guy in the main event.
The best in the world, CM Punk.
Well, hey, I'm sure he'll be picking him next Friday night.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I just have a funny feeling that I think the wise man's going to turn on everybody and go with Seth Rollins.
Oh, A lot of people are saying that.
Because he's been everywhere else. He hasn't been there.
Right.
Just like Bill Collier versus Gorgeous Gregory. Never been there. Now it's there.
Yep.
Yeah. But hey, Larry, I appreciate you coming on tonight and
Absolutely.
helping co-host and getting all those graphics that you do and doing stuff on the website. And hats off to you. I can't do this without you, Larry. You're a big part of this company. I'm glad that you're part of the team. I know it's sometimes it's a but I mean, I try to get, I think we're very, very all tight knit. We're very good. And always we want to do is bring great wrestling shows to the area and have a great company that we can be proud of. Because when we walk into somewhere and like, oh yeah, you guys, no, you guys do that APWF stuff. Yeah, it's good stuff. Well, yeah, thank you very much. But we're not anywhere where we want to be. You know what I mean? We can't be complacent. I can't anyway, and I know you don't either. You bust your ass doing stuff because you full-time job and podcasting and jumping on other shows and doing whatever, and helping run a wrestling website and doing media stuff. So hats off to you, King.
I appreciate it.
No, I appreciate it too. We can't do, there's a little more than a couple. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 5 of us. It's like it's a bigger tripod, but I mean, the 5 are very, very good at what they do, and I appreciate every one of them. So,
absolutely,
including, yeah. So, but I got one more comment. I don't know who it is. It's Paul. Well, I would. It all depends. Small wings small wings. I can't do big wings. Small wings I can eat. But guys, thank you guys for tuning in. Please hit like and subscribe to Pro Wrestling Extreme Talk and the Triple B Experience. We are 2 podcasters that don't make any money, but we're entertaining as hell. And if anybody could do what we do, go get a podcast, go get your own show, and try to be as entertaining as the 2 of us. And if you think you can, and if you could, be a wrestling promoter, go buy all that stuff and pull your hair out and go do your own shows. Or you could, you could buy the APWF and then you could book it the way you want to do it. But it'll cost you. So, Larry, thank you. Good night, Larry.
Absolutely.
Good night. Good night, everybody. Anytime, Larry. But we'll see you next Friday night. For this block will be the WrestleMania Mania Megacast WrestleMania pay-per-view picks. We'll have a whole smorgasbord of people, and I'll be done as quick because it ain't going to be no 3 hours. So Kyle will have to, I'm not going to, it'll be like, who's your winner, kid? Who's your loser, kid? Who's your winner, kid? Yeah, because that'll be fast. It'll be fast. So, because
that means don't bring Dick Smoke on, because if you bring Dick Smoke on,
I know. Well, it'll be fast. I'll be the ringmaster. I'll do it fast. But hey, I like when all you guys are on though. It's very entertaining. So, okay, everybody, thank you. Get your tickets one last time. Get your tickets at www.apwfwrestling.com for Redemption, June 22nd, 2025, bell time, 3 p.m. at the S&T Bank Arena in Indiana, Pennsylvania. 2 o'clock, the doors are open. We will have a meet and greet with the ECW former world heavyweight champion Rhino. And he's going, well, we'll see. He's wrestling Vince Valor, and we'll see. But, guys, get your tickets. Support a great thing in Indiana County. Support a great federation in Western Pennsylvania. And if you're another wrestling company, hey, look, if you share my stuff, I share your stuff. You know what I mean? And I do what I can. And if you don't, well, then I can't help you. So, hey, Larry, hey, Cal, what's up? That's okay. But everybody, have a great night. I'm getting out of here. It's Friday night, and I got things to do. So everybody, have a great night. Peace out.